So equipment 3, I think will in any case do astounding things. However, equipment 4, I think will presumably show improvement over equipment 3. That equipment 5, which turns out in around year and a half or thereabouts, is multiple times more fit than equipment 4. It's like a so on the off chance that you know NVIDIA equipment, it's kind of a B200 class PC. The race for strength and the man-made brain power, simulated intelligence, seen is furious, with tech Goliaths competing to foster the most remarkable and effective registering equipment in this field. Tesla, the electric vehicle, EV trailblazer, has arisen as an impressive competitor, testing laid-out players like NVIDIA with its imaginative superchip. Tesla's strategic advantage lies in its remarkable full-stack way to deal with simulated intelligence advancement. Not at all like different organizations that depend on outer providers for their artificial intelligence chips, Tesla plans and fabricates its super chip in-house. This upward joining permits Tesla to improve each part of the chip's design, from its semiconductors to its product, bringing about a profoundly effective and strong computer-based intelligence figuring stage. Tesla is very great at chip plan, so the simulated intelligence derivation chip that was planned by Tesla, that is in vehicles we had kind of our equipment 3 computer-based intelligence surmising vehicles made in, over the course of the last year. We have the equipment 4. We've recently finished plan on equipment 5, which we're presently calling AI 5, in light of the fact that this truly is. There's still really not a chip or from, and I have a great deal of regard for NVIDIA. Any organization that we would like to place in our vehicle that is superior to what we have in the vehicle. Applause. So we began without any preparation in chip plans, similarly as we began without any preparation in simulated intelligence programming, and have the best certifiable man-made intelligence programming and the best artificial intelligence deduction chip on the planet from nothing. So this is, a major music bargain, and the capacity of the chips in the vehicle is emotional. At the present time, every one of the vehicles are really preparing. We have equipment 4 running equipment 3 in imitating mode, so we'll keep on gaining critical headway in equipment 3. Yet in the not-so-distant future, we'll really keep chipping away at equipment 3, so preparing on equipment 3. However, at that point, in all actuality, do isolate preparing on equipment 4. That will be the kind of preparing group that we're working at the south side of the Gigafactory, and that will be committed equipment 4 video and induction. What's more, so the equipment 4 has cameras that have around 4 or multiple times improved goal, and contingent upon how you count the kind of equipment 4, it's about somewhere in the range of 3 to multiple times better compared to equipment 3. However, all that you're seeing hitherto is simply equipment 3. We actually have far to go before we arrive at the constraints of equipment 3. So equipment 3, I think, will in any case do astonishing things. However, equipment 4, I think will presumably show improvement over equipment 3. Then, at that point, equipment 5, which turns out in around year and a half or somewhere in the vicinity, is multiple times more proficient than equipment 4. It's like a kind of, in the event that NVIDIA equipment, it's kind of a B200 class PC, controlling the whole plan and creation process. Tesla guarantees that its equipment and programming are impeccably adjusted. This collaboration converts into quicker handling speeds, lower energy utilization, and upgraded execution, separating Tesla's superchip from the opposition. Tesla's superchip is the pulsating heart of its Dojo supercomputer, a monstrous computer-based intelligence preparing framework intended to speed up the improvement of independent driving innovation. The Dojo supercomputer is based on an organization of interconnected superchips, each fit for performing trillions of tasks each second. This tremendous registering power empowers Tesla to prepare its brain networks on huge measures of certifiable driving information, working on the presentation and well-being of its independent vehicles. The Dojo supercomputer addresses a huge jump forward in computer-based intelligence preparing capacities. By utilizing the crude force of its superchips, Tesla can process and dissect information at an uncommon scale, refining its calculations and upgrading the dynamic capacities of its independent frameworks. This iterative cycle is essential for accomplishing genuine independence in vehicles, where parted second choices can mean the contrast among well-being and calamity. Thus, that is this way. So what we'll just continuously do is, no doubt, definitely this is applause. Presently, equipment 5 will have the option to go presumably up to around 7 or 800 watts. However, it'll control change dependent upon the intricacy of the scene that it is in. So assuming it is in, parking area stations or regions like, comp, you don't need to think without question. Very much like an individual. Like, on the off chance that you're in a confounded rush hour gridlock situation, you must think significantly more than if you're simply cruising along, on an unfilled street. However, something that I believe is possibly fascinating not too far off is, as sooner or later, the Tesla Armada, I think, will most likely be, north of 100 million vehicles. Furthermore, in the event that every vehicle has a kilowatt of effective, I believe there's an kind of an Amazon Web Administration's, a US type an open door. Since supposing that you have 100 million vehicles with a kilowatt of proficiency and thick process, you have 100 giga of register. Like, 100 giga of process is a great deal, and it's conveyed from one side of the planet to the other. So in any event, when the vehicle isn't in independent mode, which I think presumably is, accomplishing robotaxi work perhaps 50, 60 hours every week, except around 100 hours, 7 days it's not, is most likely fixed. So there's 100 hours of 100 giga of surmising figure, which I figure we ought to utilize. No difference either way. When individuals took a gander at Amazon, we began, I say, as a web-based book retailer, and it's become. And afterward Amazon Web Administrations, similar to, all things considered, they got this multitude of PCs that just truly see top utilization in some cases. However, the thing would they say they will do when it's not top use. Furthermore, some of the time Amazon servers are down like 10%. So that is the point at which they said, indeed, we should do Amazon Web Administrations. And afterward, Amazon Web Administrations turned out to be more important than the whole rest of Amazon. And I believe there's some sort of chance there that is really huge for Tesla not too far off. Once more, that is truly, no one's truly calculating that in. However, I feel that really will be very critical. We likewise are not generally process obliged for preparing. Anyway, I check in with the group. It's like, is there whatever we might do to work on the speed of progress regarding preparing and surmising? Presently, that isn't the restricting variable. As a matter of fact, the restricting variable right currently is that the how much miles between intersections is long to the point that it takes a surprisingly long time to sort out which rendition is superior to the next form, since not even one of them are requiring any mediations. All in all, it's like, in the event that you begin getting to like a large number of miles between mediations, or you like 10,000 miles to get an intersection, then will the typical individual just travel around 10,000 miles in a year? Also, assuming it's in a metropolitan climate and the typical speed is 20 miles per hour, so our expert test pilots get pretty exhausted, obviously. While Tesla's superchip and Dodo supercomputer are basically centered around independent driving, their potential applications reach out a long ways past the car business. Tesla's man-made intelligence environment incorporates a large number of innovations, including mechanical technology, energy the board, and even humanoid robots. The superchip's adaptability and versatility make it versatile to different artificial intelligence responsibilities, situating Tesla as a vital participant in the more extensive artificial intelligence scene and mechanical technology, for example. The superchip's handling power can be utilized to foster high-level control frameworks and continuous dynamic capacities. In energy the board, it can improve the activity of sustainable power sources and brilliant lattices, upgrading effectiveness and unwavering quality. By differentiating the uses of its artificial intelligence innovation, Tesla isn't just cementing its situation in the auto business, yet additionally making huge advances into other cutting-edge areas. NVIDIA, long thought to be the forerunner in computer-based intelligence figuring, faces an imposing test from Tesla. While NVIDIA's GPUs have been the go-to decision for man-made intelligence specialists and designers for quite a long time, Tesla's superchip offers a convincing other option. The superchip's unrivaled energy effectiveness, especially crafted design, make it appropriate for huge-scope, man-made intelligence preparing undertakings, possibly disturbing NVIDIA's predominance on the lookout. NVIDIA's GPUs are prestigious for their flexibility and execution, however.